Hello, and today is January 29th, 2020. And on this momentous occasion, Dwarf Fortress released an update. Dwarf Fortress Villains 0.471 has released. Technically as of January 28th, but I woke up on the 29th. So let's get into exactly what was added. But before I say anything else, in adventure mode, you can pet the dog. If you haven't read the patch notes yet, we're gonna get to those in a second. But first I would like to quote something directly from Toady. This was taken from the beginning of the devlog that was released yesterday, today, early in the morning. There are various bits we're going to have to loop back around to after the graphics work is complete. He's talking about the next update. So this should technically be called the first villains update, or more like the temples, adventure parties, pets, and artifact heists, and extensive historical villainy release, with lots of new and mostly magical evil stuff. We will get the fortress plots beyond the artifact heists when we return, as well as the ability for the adventurer to be a villain and to investigate them more effectively. So if you missed it, or if you were sleeping under a rock, or not paying attention, or maybe you're newer to Dwarf Fortress, these features were delayed due to time. Feature creep is a very common thing and a very common occurrence in Dwarf Fortress especially, and these features were delayed so that Toady could get to work on the Steam version, aka the graphical release, in a more timely manner. Now let's get to the new updates. First feature is something I'm quite excited about. Guilds can organize and petition for guild halls, and guild members can do skill demonstrations. So I'm not entirely certain how this is going to look in-game, but I'm very excited to see what the dwarves organize and do. Same as guilds, members of organized religions can petition for temples and priesthood, and recognition. This I'm also very excited about. Temples were always just kind of a thing that you'd throw together to keep dwarves from getting really pissed off in the previous version. Now they can actually have some effect. We also have some updates to the justice screen, traitor dwarves, so I'm assuming they join another faction and become some form of spy, artifact heists, interrogation for crime from the justice screen, and counterintelligence readout with organization charts. I'm very excited for this because the justice screen, again, was very bare bones before and was very simplistic, so I'm excited to see how this plays out. They've nerfed aquifers, so the way I understand this is going to work is most aquifers are going to be significantly less stressful. So all of those old tutorial videos telling newer players to just avoid aquifers are probably completely obsolete. I might be wrong with this, but we'll look into that as I play the new update. You can also start with a party in adventure mode now. I don't generally play adventure mode too much, but this update really has me excited to get into adventure mode and actually dig my teeth into that. More on adventure mode, you can specify background and starting location and beliefs in adventure mode, which actually, that's one of the reasons I don't play adventure mode, is because it just kind of plops you somewhere, and then it's up to you to just kind of figure out where you are. And this is a great change, in my opinion. You can start with specified equipment in adventure mode, tactical combat mode for adventurer party. That's going to be interesting to see, very interesting to see. Adventurers can ride mounts and place items on the back of animals, lead animals, and calm pets, gift pets, and name pets, hence the dog petting from before. Also a bunch of conversation options for adventure mode, and a simple interrogation option. Simple intrigue display with actors and charts discovered in interrogations in adventure mode. Deviation shrines with dice and various effects. I'm not sure what this one is, but I guess that we'll find out. Lots of new intermediate positions with new mechanics and entities and chamberlains, etc. I'm really curious to see exactly what this entails. I feel like if it's like more nobles, this might upset people, but I'm curious. So one of my most frequent comments about Dwarf Fortress is that there's very little in the way of actual diplomacy, which has me really excited for alliances against world-ending threats in world generation. This isn't something that we can interact with in the game because it's just part of world gen. However, it's really exciting to me, and I can't wait to read some stuff in Legends about this. Various villainous activities in world generation, very excited to run into that. And romantic relationship changes, affairs, and children's outside of marriage, divorce, as well as other relationship changes. That's going to be fun. Can't wait to see a dwarf depressed wandering around because his wife left him. More world gen and legends stuff here. We've got merchant companies, military orders, mercenary companies, and craft guilds. Individual mercenaries and companies can upgrade their equipment, and richer world gen people can purchase houses and build up their own city towers. I'm so excited to see this on the world map and in Legends. Bunch of spooky things, and one of my favorite ones, dwarves can trigger dig deep disasters in world generation with repercussions. This could lead to some really exciting world gen stuff. I'm so excited to see what that entails. So aside from some major and other bug fixes, which I can just let you stare at on the screen now, that's pretty much it for the new feature listings. So this update has been a very long time coming. It's been more than a year since the last update. If you're new to Dwarf Fortress, now is probably a very good time to jump in. With a whole bunch of new added features, it's going to be exciting times all around for everybody. If you would like to see streams of Dwarf Fortress, I stream Dwarf Fortress about 5 days a week over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/BLINDIRL. And there will also be plenty of footage in the coming weeks of the new updates of Dwarf Fortress, along with probably some feature videos of new things that have been added. If you'd like more videos like this, or if you want to just see me read Toadie's updates more often, let me know. I'll probably just stick to the large releases, though, for stuff like this. Anyway, I'm going to get my Dwarf Fortress set up, and I'll see you in the endless realms of world generation. Have a good one.